please keep it simple. I talk about this a lot, where your mindset routine only needs to be a few minutes every day. Foundationally, I only spend a few minutes every day taking care of my mindset. Hi everyone, what's up? My name is Nat and I am your mindset coach here and supporting you in shifting your internal world so that you're showing up that much more powerfully in your external world, specifically showing up powerfully from the inside out in your online business. Welcome back to another teaching session. Every Sunday, 6 p.m. PST, I'm popping in and I'm doing a teaching for you guys here, so make sure that you are subscribed if you haven't already, to make sure that you are catching every single new teaching every Sunday, 6 p.m. PST. Today we're going to be talking about mental health routines or mindset routines. This is something that's so foundational and so important for everyone. Even if you've made $50,000 this month or $2,000 this month, if you don't have a foundational mental health or mindset practice that you do on a consistent basis, you are probably fluctuating emotionally a lot and you're probably not taking as consistent action as you should. And also, you probably aren't operating as confidently, as consistently, mentally, and emotionally as you could be. It is an absolute must in your business. So by the end of today, I'll give you a little bit of insight on how to start creating your own mental health practice that is specifically geared towards supporting you and supporting your online business. Super important stuff. And I'm really big on simplicity, as I am with everything. Mindset stuff kind of feels a little bit intangible at times. I'm gonna make it so tangible for you. I'm gonna make it so clear why it is that you should be implementing certain mental health practices foundationally into your life to support your business. And I'm gonna give you some ideas of what I'm currently doing so that you can also shape yours uniquely to you. Everyone's mental health routine that comes from this teaching should be completely different, and I'll take you through a step-by-step process of how to do that. But really quick, let's go ahead and let's review what we talked about last week. Last week we talked about, oh my gosh, did I totally brain fart what we talked about? We talked about multitasking the week before, so I'll go ahead and I'll tag that. But then last week we talked about burnout. That's what it is. So I'll go ahead and I will link that here as well. I'll link both of those. Burnout is such a common thing for online business owners. We work because we're not working traditional 9 to 5. So we work so much, we overwork ourselves, we overwhelm ourselves, and we recognize when we do it. That's the thing, when we burnt out, we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so burnt out. And then they're like, our brains are saying, I need to change something, but we're not giving ourselves the opportunity to bounce back from burnout. And because we're not giving ourselves the opportunity to bounce back from burnout, we're then unable to prevent it. So we talk about how to bounce back from burnout, and we also talk about how to prevent it. So I would strongly recommend, please watch it. If you've experienced burnout once, twice, 2 times, absolutely, you should be watching it. You should be watching it. If you feel like you're approaching burnout, please watch it, and please let me know how it goes. But let's go ahead, let's dive into today's teaching. How to create a personalized mindset routine for you and for your online business. Because we know that everything that we do externally in terms of our action taking is preceded by some form of internal decision, internal thought process, and internal feeling. Everything that we do action-wise, we're not just robots moving through life, even if you're so disconnected from what's happening in here. Everything you're doing in your business is still subconsciously backed by a thought system, perceptions, beliefs, and a mindset, whether you know it or not. And that mindset is either helping you or it's hurting you. So having a foundational mindset practice is going to make sure that on a consistent basis, what's going on in here is supportive of what you're doing out here externally. It should be non-negotiable. If you reach out, you say, Nat, I'm ready to work with you. First thing I'm going to ask you is, what is your mindset routine? If you don't have one, we'll create one. If you have one, we'll optimize it because it gets to change. This is the thing with this teaching also. You can come back to it and re-listen to it because your mindset routine should shift and should change depending on what season you are in your business. So let's go ahead and let's dive right in. There's going to be 4 different perspectives that I'm going to give you guys for how to create this routine. And the thing that I do want to mention is You don't have to incorporate all 4 of these elements. What I would say is incorporate probably at least the first 2, and then the 3rd and the 4th element, keep them in mind and add them if needed. So, element number 1 of creating the best mindset routine for growing your online business. So I want you to identify what's your intention for this practice, for this routine. I'll give you an example of what I mean by intention. My intention when I brush my teeth every single day is to maintain a consistent, healthy mouth, consistent pearly whites. So that's the intention. I'm not just doing it because someone told me to do it. I'm doing it with an intention. Get clear on what exactly is your intention with this mindset practice. And what type of foundation do you want to set for your day? It's getting very clear. What thoughts do I want to cultivate? And what intention do I want to set with my mind at the start of every day that's going to lay a foundation for how the rest of my day is going to go? Even if it's the crappiest day, my mind is still set on this first thing in the morning. What would that be? Here's an example. Maybe your intention is to be at peace, grounded, and confident. Maybe you're struggling with a little bit of anxiety, and so you want your mindset practice to be specifically on cultivating peace and groundedness, because anxiety is your default maybe. Another example is your intention is to be more connected to your why and motivated to take action. Maybe you've been inconsistent with your action taking. Maybe you've been victim to emotional ups and downs in your business. So maybe your intention is to be connected to the bigger picture with your mindset routine. You want your mindset routine to connect you to your why, and you want your mindset routine to really ground you in being able to take consistent action on a day-to-day basis and not be a victim of our emotional ups and downs and what's happening externally. Those are some examples of some intentions. So I want you to get really clear. Number 1, it's important to identify what your intention is because then your intention is going to then shape the next step. A lot of people I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but a lot of people are doing mindset routines or self-care or mental health routines based off of what they heard from someone else. And those things are valuable. Those practices like affirmation work and journaling is super valuable, but most people don't know why they're doing it and with what intention and with what emotions they want to cultivate and with the direction that they want to go in mentally because of those practices. So get clear on your intention, number 1. Number 2, please keep it simple. I talk about this a lot, where your mindset routine only needs to be a few minutes every day. Foundationally, I only spend a few minutes every day taking care of my mindset. First thing in the morning and then usually right before bed. Sometimes the right before bed gets lost because we stay up late watching an HBO show and I fall asleep on the couch and then I just go right to bed so I don't do the right before bed mindset stuff. But every morning, a few minutes. That's all it takes. Sure, I go through different seasons of my life and different seasons of my business growth where I'm gonna spend a little bit more time doing the inner work, like journaling or like visualizing and doing a little bit more in-depth meditations that are taking a little bit longer. But those are things that I use in addition to in particular seasons as add-ons to the foundational. But the most important is the foundational, is the simple. So I want you to identify 1 or 2 things that you can do that support your intention, that cultivate your intention. These 1 or 2 things support you in feeling at peace and grounded and confident. These 1 or 2 things support you in being connected to your why. These 1 or 2 things support you in taking consistent action and leveling your emotions. Here are some examples. A 20-minute walk first thing in the morning. Huberman talks a lot about how important sunlight is first thing in the morning. So getting sunlight in first thing in the morning is going to be so healthy for regulating your nervous system. And boom, right there, you're starting your day off with peace and groundedness. Your intention is fulfilled with just a simple walk. Another example is 5 minutes of deep breathing. Like say your intention again is to combat the consistent anxiety that you're living in, and a 5-minute breathing pattern of 4, 7, 8, breathing in for 4, hold for 7, breathing out for 8. This breathing pattern, scientifically proven to lower heart rate, lower blood pressure, and really support veterans' PTSD. This is also something that I use to lower my blood pressure, lower my heart rate whenever anxiety is popping up. But what a great opportunity to start my day with this. Since so also helps our nervous system, also helps our circulatory system, also is really supportive. Just 5 minutes of deep breaths, 4, 7, 8, is gonna be super supportive of that intention to be grounded, at peace, and starting your day off here as opposed to here. Another example is reading, reciting journal affirmations. Depending on your learning style, maybe you want to visualize affirmations, maybe you want to listen to your affirmations, maybe you want to verbalize them while visualizing them. I would strongly recommend taking a learning style quiz so that you can figure out what your learning style is and make sure that the things that you are doing in your mindset routine fit your learning style. For one, I'm a horrible listener. I'm really bad at listening unless it's on a coaching call, then I'm very focused and in other important conversations. But if I'm just listening passively, nothing's gonna get ingrained into my brain. I can listen to podcasts, even when I was in school and I was going to school and listening to lectures, I could listen for hours. And at the end of the day, I'd be like, I don't remember anything. So I'm not a very good auditory learner. And I took this learning assessment once where someone read something to me. It was a 10-word sentence and I only remembered the first 2 words. I was like, auditory, not my strength. So I'm not gonna do things that really involve listening too much. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing things that involve my physical writing, or I'm gonna do things that involve my visualizing. So being able to really see something and maybe read them. I'm very big on coloring, so I'll write them in super colorful markers, and I'm big on stickers. I'll put stickers in my journal. So I'll make it really fun and unique to me and my learning style. So reading and reciting or journaling affirmations, really telling your brain this is what we're focusing on. Let me just show you. Oh, I went to go grab my phone, but here's my case. My phone's right here. On my phone, I have reminders pop up every hour of the affirmations that I am reinforcing. And first thing in the morning, I will go ahead and I'll read through those as a part of my mindset routine during different seasons of my business. That's another example. And reading through those affirmations is really telling my brain, hey, we're focusing on abundance to start the day. Hey, we're focusing on how incredibly valuable and life-changing we are to start our day. Also fulfilling the intention of expanding your action taking, being consistent with it, and being connected to your why, and making an affirmation around that. 2 more examples really quick. Maybe it's 5 minutes of prayer, praying towards the results that you want to experience this month. So praying about your next 20K month for 5 minutes. Also helps you to be consistent with action taking and fulfill your intention. And then finally, maybe a 5 to 10 minute visualization meditation. I do like visualizing, so I'll sit and meditate on my little meditation pillow. It's called a Zafu. I'll sit and meditate for a few minutes, and that will be a really great way for me to really get grounded and motivated and take consistent action. So again, these 1 or 2 simple things are connected to your intention. Make sure you're not just doing it because I just listed it off. Really make sure you identify, how is this one simple thing connecting to my intention? Now, number 3, kind of mentioned it before, but this one is really important, because please do not just do what everyone else is doing. Please do not do what everyone else is doing in their mindset routines just because they're doing it. Because Alex Hormozy is doing this routine, you're doing it just because he's doing it. Or someone else, super fan, I can't even think of anybody right now, just like I'm reading Alex Hormozy's book, so that's the first one that came to mind. Any other leader, or Oprah's doing this, I'm gonna do it because she's doing it. Please don't just do someone else's routine because they're doing it. It's not gonna work for you. It's not gonna work for you or for your business. It's not gonna get you motivated. Why? Because it's not yours. Because it's not connected to an intention. Because it's not connected to your needs. So please stop doing things. Charlie, 1 second. We're back, and look at this satisfied boy that scared away our neighbors for the 100th time. He's very happy that he did such a great job, and he looks really cute. So we get to celebrate him for a second, and we won't be too mad at him for interrupting this little teaching, because now he gets to join us again. Okay, let's keep going. Please do not just do someone else's routine. It's not gonna work. It has to be specific to you, your learning style, your intention, your goals, what you're trying to lay a foundation for mentally every single day. So please, don't just do it. Do it because it's yours, not because it's someone else's. But hey, if someone else does have a morning routine that you feel fulfills your intention, roll with it, because then you're taking it and you're making it yours. Make sure it's connected to your intention. Okay. Number 4, the book Atomic Habits talks about this, and I want to mention it real quick as a little reminder. It's a wonderful book, but habit stacking is a great way to start implementing a mindset routine into a routine that you already have. Feels like as business owners, we're already adding 17 billion different things to our days. We got to do this, we got to do that. Oh my gosh, now I got to add this routine. I don't have time. Really easy way to start incorporating a mindset routine. And again, only needs to take 5 minutes a day, is adding it to a routine you already have. Perfect example is putting a sticky note of your affirmations on your bedroom mirror or maybe your bathroom mirror. And as you brush your teeth every single day, recite them, read them, feel into them, and really add it to something that you're already doing. Another example of habit stacking is if you work out every morning. Moving your body is so good for your mindset. It is so good for your mindset. It is so good for your nervous system. Our central nervous system is our brain and our spinal cord, and then our peripheral nervous system flows and extends from our central nervous system. So when we move our limbs and we move our body, we're stimulating our nervous system. So it's so good for your health. Maybe you don't even have to add anything to your day in order to support your mindset. Just having the intention of this workout is not just to support my physical body, but this workout is also my intention is to fulfill my need and my intention for peace and for groundedness. And so having that workout as a part of your mental health routine can also be an option of habit stacking. And then finally, another example is if you read every single morning, if you are reading a personal development book, or maybe you're reading for pleasure, maybe before or after reading for 20 minutes a day, you're gonna sit and you're gonna read or write through some intentions that you're setting for the day. Maybe you're reinforcing new affirmations. Maybe before you read, you're sitting and you're doing some breathing exercises. You're doing the 4-7-8 for 5 minutes before you start reading. That's another thing to just add on to a habit that you're already cultivating. Before we wrap up, I want to reinforce one more time. Mindset routines for you and for your online business do not need to be complicated. They can be simple. It can really just be a few minutes every single day. Just like you brush your teeth every single day to maintain consistent, healthy teeth and healthy smile and consistent oral health, which is also supportive of your gut biome. You can also spend a few minutes every day focusing on your mindset. Just a few minutes. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be long. Sure, can you buy a fancier toothbrush? Sure, can you buy a fancier floss and fancier toothpaste and then go get a fancy cleaning more often and spend more money on that? Sure, you can do that. But can you also maintain very good oral health with the simple basics? 100%. Mindset is the same exact thing, you guys. It can be really simple. And consistently what we're doing when we're reinforcing this mindset practice, whether it's affirmations or breathing or moving our bodies with the intention of stimulating our minds, we are teaching our brains new ways of thinking. We are forming new mental habits. And when we do it a few minutes every day, our brain's forming neural connections that reinforce these thoughts, these beliefs, these patterns. And it really just takes a few minutes every day of doing it intentionally, connecting it to your bigger goals and to your why in your business, and being consistent with it. And again, only a few minutes every day. So please let me know how it goes. Your homework is going to be down in the comments. I want to hear what are your 1 or 2 things that you're going to do every day for the next week. And I want to hear from you. I want you to come back to this video. I want you to check in. And I want you to let me know how you're feeling. I want you to let me know how it's going. And I want you to notice how you feel. Are you a little bit more grounded? Are you a little bit more level-headed? Are you able to make decisions more from a confident place? Are you showing up more consistently on your sales calls? Are you more in line with the business owner that you know that you can be? Please let me know. Mention down in the comments what are the things that you're picking. Again, make them very, very simple. And please go ahead and let me know how it goes. As always, if you want a little bit more support and not just creating your own mental health routine and creating your own mindset routine that is supportive of the online business that you want to create, but you also want to dive into shifting some limiting beliefs. You want to dive into preventing burnout. You want to dive into really shifting your beliefs about success and allowing more success to come in. If you really want to launch into allowing more expansion and more help of clients, more expansion of your business from the inside out, I'm here to support you. So please go ahead and check out the testimonials that I've linked down in the notes and go ahead and fill out an application if you're ready for some one-on-one support. Coaching is for 4 months for the long term, and I do offer a one-time one-on-one call. It comes with a 1-hour one-on-one call with 7 days of voice message support after. And then after, if you do decide that you want to do the long-term coaching, you can go ahead and credit that payment of the one-time one-on-one call to the long-term coaching. That's something that I do just to make it a little bit easier for those of you who are a little uncertain about, do I really want to do the long-term coaching or do I want to just give it a try for a bit? So please go ahead and check out the information down in the notes. As always, please let me know what additional topics you want to learn more of. Please let me know what additional things that you want some support on. I am so excited to keep doing these for you guys, so please give me your feedback. Please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know how things are going on any of the social media platforms that I've linked. And I will see you guys next Sunday, 6 p.m. PST. Catch you guys later. Keep up the great work. Bye.